It is windy out there. We've seen lots of wind gusts over 40 miles an hour today in central and eastern KELOLAND. Fortunately, the strong winds will die down with the setting sun. Skies are still cloudy here in Sioux Falls. That'll remain here as we head through the overnight hours. Low of 5. Aberdeen, a low tonight of 2 degrees below zero. We still have some snow blowing around in the northeastern corner of South Dakota. Pierre, a low of 4. Rapid City, a low of 13. Then during the day tomorrow, it is going to be partly to mostly cloudy again and a cold day. High just 16 in Sioux Falls, 15 in Aberdeen, 21 in Pierre, 38 in Rapid City. Could see a couple late day flurries, but nothing of significance. Then a quiet weekend will follow with warming temperatures. We'll talk about that in just a bit. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
Coming up, we have the latest information on a fire burning southwest of Rapid City.
Plus, we take a look at the slick road conditions in eastern South Dakota.
And we take you to a Minnesota museum where history meets the holiday spirit. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Fire officials in the Black Hills are sending out a warning about high winds following 2 fires this morning. What's being called the McGee Fire is burning southwest of Rapid City. It was reported just after midnight and is around 46 acres in size.
KELOLAND's Tyler Louder was able to capture this video of the fire. The Rapid City Fire Department says that state, local, and federal crews are working to contain it. The cause is unknown at this time.
Crews were also called to a separate fire south of the McGee Fire this morning. The Hill City Fire Department posted this picture of the fire north of town.
Officials say that the wind-driven, fast-moving fire was contained at 13 acres. No homes were lost, but a shed did burn. Officials say that the fire danger continues to be high and ask the people to be careful with any ignition sources.
On the eastern side of the state, slick road conditions are slowing down drivers. This is what I-29 looked like over the noon hour between Sioux Falls and Brookings. It's a little hard to see, but there was blowing snow, which created slick conditions. At the time, most drivers were going between 20 to 25 miles per hour. And we just checked the DOT website, which says there's ice and scattered ice from the Dell Rapids area to the North Dakota border, and it goes as far west as Pierre.
Yeah, I think 2 words really describe today's weather: cold and wind.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to be out there if I don't have to, Jay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Tomorrow we lose the wind, but we keep the cold. So there's your quick forecast. Here's what it looks like in Sioux Falls right now. We do have cloudy skies. We haven't had much in the way of snow here in Sioux Falls, but we have had some blowing snow as a result of the very strong winds. Our winds are still gusting over 40 miles an hour in Sioux Falls. They're sustained at 30 miles an hour out of the northwest, and our current temperature 19 degrees. The only place we're really getting significant snow is in the northeastern corner of South Dakota. This is Webster, and you can see that blowing snow there. Live cam shaking a little bit. Most of the reports we've been getting with any kind of snowfall totals have been around a couple of inches in the northeastern part of South Dakota. And of course, that's what it looks like in Webster right now. Winds have been gusting very strong and causing some issues in some of the open areas. Pierre, we have a partly cloudy sky right now. North wind at 22 with 16. At a Rapid City, you see that smoke there in the hills. That is the fire we were just talking about, the McGee Fire. North winds at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 43 in Rapid City, so that makes it difficult to knock down fires that are going. Here are the peak wind gusts within the past hour. Sioux Falls had a 51 mile an hour gust. Pierre had a 62 mile an hour gust a bit earlier this afternoon. Those arrows show you the very strong northwest winds. The good news is with the setting sun, the winds will die down. That's why the wind advisories expire at 6. They continue for Sioux Falls, Huron, Aberdeen, Pierre, Mobridge, and stronger winds down near the Nebraska border, the orange there. Wind warning, high wind warning. But again, that will die with the setting sun as well. There's where we have the weather advisory: Webster, Watertown, Sisseton, Ortonville. That ends at 6 and continues in southwest Minnesota into the nighttime hours. Otherwise, as winds die down, it's going to turn cold. Low by morning 5 in Sioux Falls, 2 below in Aberdeen. And tomorrow's high, just 16 in Sioux Falls and 15 in Aberdeen. Fortunately, no more wind. We'll have your complete weekend forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Jay. In Minnesota, there is a place where history meets holiday spirit. John Lauritsen with our CBS affiliate in Minneapolis shows us why Little Falls Museum has been invaded by nutcrackers.
It's just growing every year, and we're happy now to be a part of it.
During the first week of December, Little Falls holds Christmas tours around town, a chance for historic buildings to deck their halls and spread their cheer.
It brings people to the community, which is really nice, and it helps our stores, our hotels, everything that goes on here in town.
The Charles Weyerhaeuser Museum is part of the Christmas tour. He was a lumber baron in Little Falls, and most of the year the museum is known for celebrating logging, along with farming, railroads, and riverways.
You name it, and if it relates to the county's history, we have it.
But during the holiday season, dozens upon dozens of wooden soldiers take over.
They asked us, hey, you guys want a bunch of nutcrackers? And we figured, you know, this might be good for us, get in on the Christmas tour.
The first donation came from the tourism board. The second donation came from a resident who wanted to see his lifelong collection go to a good home. The little men arrived in all shapes and sizes.
We've got like Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. We've got the Rat King from the Nutcracker. We got snowmen. We've got a bottle of Jim Beam that's shaped like a nutcracker.
Okay, we'll have to take a look at that one a little more closely.
We tried cracking it open, but it's stuck.
Donations came in so fast that things got a little nutty. So the museum decided to create a scavenger hunt, which has become very popular.
Because we have a lot of different unique nutcrackers. It's like, can you find the disco ball? Can you find the Grinch?
The nutcrackers are scattered among historical artifacts for a reason. So while visitors search for them, they're also getting a history lesson.
We're getting more people than, we usually get on a good summer day. So this has been really good for us.
And good for the town. Thanks to the nutcrackers, they're crushing their winter attendance record.
Little Falls is uniquely lucky in the sense that it has an amazing historic district. People care about preserving the past of this place, all while being on a gorgeous location like the Mississippi River. Like it's just perfect all around.
In Little Falls, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.